Alright, in this video we're going to be talking about division, and we're going to be using the standard algorithm, which means just the normal way of dividing. Like always, let's go ahead and start with our standard. The standard is 4.4f, and go ahead and read with me please. Number and operations. The student applies mathematical process standards to develop and use strategies and methods for whole number computations and decimal sums and differences in order to solve problems with efficiency and accuracy. The student is expected to use strategies and algorithms, including the standard algorithm, to divide up to a 4-digit dividend by a 1-digit divisor. Alright, let's start with a sample problem. Alright, before when you have a division problem, you were used to seeing this symbol for division. But now, as you remember from the standard, we're going to have dividends that are up to 4 digits. So the new symbol that we are also going to be using for division is this symbol right here. And inside, there's 3 very important parts to a division problem. The number we're dividing up, which in this example is 9 divided by 4, and we don't have our answer yet. The 9, the number we are dividing up, is our dividend, which goes right here inside the box. So I want you to grab your paper and your pencil, and I want you to write the definition of dividend. And I'm not going to stop long enough for you to write this definition down, so just go ahead and pause the video so you can finish writing the definition of a dividend. A dividend is the number you are dividing up. So the number you're dividing up is going to go inside your box. Then, the number you are dividing by, as you can see in this example up here, we are dividing 9 by 4. So the number I'm dividing by is going to go on the outside of the box, right here, and that's called your divisor. So again, the divisor is the number you are dividing by. So go ahead and pause the video and write down the definition of a divisor. Okay, next, our answer is going to go up here. And the answer to a division problem is called a quotient. So our quotient is going to go on top of the box. And the quotient is the answer to a division problem. Go ahead and pause the video and write down the definition of a quotient. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with this simple division problem, and then I want to move on and give you a division problem that's a little longer and a little more complicated. So, a strategy that I like to use to remember the steps in division, the standard algorithm of division, is I like to ask myself, does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers rapidly? And I just write down the first letter of every word. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers rapidly? Now you try, see if you remember. Hopefully you got that. These are just letters to help me remember the steps that I need to follow when I'm dividing. So the D from the does is to remind myself to divide. Then I'm going to multiply. Then I'm going to subtract. Then I'm going to check if my remainder is less than the divisor. And then I'm going to if it is, I'm going to bring down the next digit, and then I will have a new remainder. So, grab your paper and your pencil, and we're going to write these steps on your paper as well. Alright, so here are the steps written out. I'm going to explain the steps one more time, and you're going to have to pause the video to write these down. First, you're going to divide, then multiply, then you're going to subtract, and then you're going to check. And when you're checking, you need to ask yourself a very important question, which is down here. You need to ask yourself, is my difference smaller than my divisor? If the answer is yes, you can move on. However, if your answer is no, you have to stop and go back, because a part of your answer needs to be bigger or maybe smaller. Okay, but if your answer is yes, my difference is smaller than my divisor, then you can bring down the next digit, and then you'll have any remainder. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. A simpler way of, instead of dividing, I like to ask myself, how many groups of 4 can I get out of 9? Or in other words, how many 4s will it take to get 9, or almost 9? And I know that 2 4s will give me almost 9. So, because I know 2 4s will give me 8. So I'm going to write my answer up here in the quotient. Then I'm going to multiply. 2 times 4 is 8. And I'm going to write my answer to my multiplication problem down here under my dividend. After I've multiplied, I'm going to subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1. Next, I'm going to go to my check, and I'm going to ask myself, is my difference 1 smaller than my divisor? So is 1 less than 4? My answer is yes, so I can put a check mark here, and now I get to bring down the next digit. However, in this example, there is no next digit, so I'm going to put a little X here, because I can't bring another digit down. So then I now know that I'm going to have a remainder of 1. And your remainder is how many parts you have left over that are not part of a group. So my answer of 9 divided by 4 is 2 with a remainder of 1. And you show remainder with an R. 1. Okay, I hope you found this video useful. And if there's any questions you have, please write them down, and I can answer them for you at a later time. Thanks for watching.